Yo, it's me. Nasty day in North Carolina. Me and the grandson hanging out, ain't we, buddy? Huh? Yay! We kept him yesterday and keeping him today. This world's going to crap so fast. In a world where, the Bible says good is evil and evil is good. I've said a lot of things online, and my footprint's out there. My life is always in danger, because when you have opinions like mine, you become an enemy of the state. I didn't start this. They targeted me back in 20. Really, I've been hooked up to this program since, I would say, since birth. Because it's always me in odd situations where it's literally the world against me. Literally persecuted forever. Not like that terror pig said. He's got a religiosity where he thinks he talks to God. I know that I talk to God, and I know God talks to me. People that don't have a connection with God don't get it and don't understand it. It's just like I watched a video the other week. I can't remember who it was on the video, but they were making fun of a woman in her bedroom praying in tongues to God. And this is supposed to be a religious figure. He's like, nope, that's gibberish. That don't count. She's making a mockery of the Holy Spirit. That's blaspheming God. And there are certain regulations when it comes to praying in tongues. So if you do it in public and in a setting, in a public setting like in church, there should be someone there to translate what you say. Now, my mom and dad, they used to speak in tongues, and my mom would speak in tongues, my dad would translate, and it was real as the day is long. Some real great prophetic revelation. When you're in that moment, you know what's going on. So, pray in tongues. Do what I have to do. And when I said online about, about cops in America, I don't really cheer when they get hurt. I don't see anybody get hurt. That's why and I don't wish hurt on anybody. I just see the actions of law enforcement in America, and there's never any consequence. They're killing Americans, and they say, well, we just didn't know better, and then they get let off by some right-wing judge that thinks law enforcement does no wrong. And the opposite end of that spectrum is these people. There's a judge, I think it was in Arizona or New Mexico, yesterday, that resigned because there was a Trinidad Aragua member sleeping in his guest house. They were best friends. This guy, his wife and him, this is a gang member from one of the most vile, dangerous gangs in the world. And they were friends. They lived together. A district court judge. And the judge resigns, but he doesn't get punished for it. Another one I saw, somebody had firebombed a Tesla, and the prosecutor refused to prosecute the person that did it. That's terrorism. So there's no accountability any end of the scale except when it comes to we the people. And you want to get on the people, you want to get on the government side the wrong way instantly, talk out about it. I never said anything about my local law enforcement until they did me wrong when my son played hooky from school and scared us all to death. They terrified me. I still live through PTSD every single day from that day interrogating me. And any words you use, they use against you. Anything you say, they use against you. Anything. Because why? You don't have any rights. Even under Miranda, you don't have any rights. They can twist your words and make you look like the most violent, most hateful person in the world. I'm not violent at all. Sorry, not your guy. I'm not a violent person. When I kill animals, it's a humbling experience. And I kill animals to feed myself. It's a humbling experience. So I take my time. I pray over the bodies when I get through dispatching them. I'm not one to kick animals. I don't abuse animals. I don't abuse people. People take my rhetoric as, it's abusive. You're violent. Just like that cheap police you said, you're a very violent, dangerous worst man. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Even the times that's on my record, I wasn't being violent. I was defending myself. But they take your words as a magnification of your thoughts. Oh, you use these words, so you must be thinking this is what you want to do. No. And the Bible says, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Well, that's true. But because people talk about things doesn't mean they're going to do things. I mean, I have found out firsthand, if I wasn't absolutely sure how corrupt Longview PD was, I know now. I know now. They lied on the police report. They hid the body camera footage. That cop lied through the whole thing. I was assaulted while I was already handcuffed. The situation was calm, and I got assaulted, and nobody said a word. They got away with it cold turkey. That's corruption. That's corruption. And this is a young rookie cop that did all this stuff, and I have no doubt in my mind they were sitting there and waiting on me specifically, because I go the same route every day. I don't change. I'm a creature of habit because I have to be being targeted. That way I know my surroundings, I know what's going on, I know what to expect when I get here, and if something's off, then I can make up my mind what to do and where to go. God, it's a lot more rain than I thought it was going to be. A lot of rain. My Ranger's not the best thing to drive around in this kind of weather, since the front brakes work and the back brakes don't, because my buddy never bled the brakes when I told him to put back brakes. Got brand new back brakes on it, but they've never been bled. And I can't get anybody to jump in the truck and pump the brakes up. If I can make it out of this place. Hey, Bubby, you okay? You sleepy? I know, you're sleepy. Go ahead and go to sleep, buddy, okay? People don't understand. When I watch videos on YouTube, it triggers me. It hurts me. I'm an empath. I told you that. I feel other people's pain. I am so tired, and I've had to stop watching First Amendment audit videos. I have to stop watching it because it affects me so much. Just seeing that cops are no longer human. We have, in America, we have degraded the price of life. We have devalued the price of life. I mean, look in our ghettos and in our hoods. It's remarkable the amount of death. I mean, you go to college campuses or go out in the street and protest abortion, you got 6, 7, 10-year-old children saying, it's just a clump of cells. What? These are little babies, and that's just a clump of cells. There's no value to life, and cops don't care anymore. It's always officer safety. When it used to be cops would put their lives up for the job, but now cops are like, I ain't dying for this job. The number one thing for us is we're going to go home safe. Well, that tells me that we, the people, are in grave danger. If all they're worried about is their safety, we're in trouble. Because that means they will take us out any chance they get. I've made probably 1,000 phone calls. Every one of them is recorded by Google, and I had a lot of them recording myself, calling law enforcement agencies, saying, what are you doing? Why are you being so... Why don't you care about people? Why do you let these cops? And it's every time, nonstop, never ending, that they always get away with abusing Americans. They always get away with killing Americans. I mean, Rodney King, I was alive when that happened, when they burnt down Los Angeles. Those cops got away with beating Rodney King half to death. And Rodney King, no one deserves to be beaten like a dog. No one. Of course, he got the money and pissed it all away and is dead broke today. But not one person, and this is the problem, that we think there's a monetary value we can put on someone's abuse. I still think about being arrested every single day. It still affects me to this day. I've told you about the dreams I've had about having a dream my whole life about getting shot in the chest 3 times. That affects me every day. Every interaction I have with cops. Cops are like, oh, this could be it. I could die right here. Am I going to fight? No. Ain't no point fighting. You ain't going to win. What's the point? And I found out you're not going to win in a fight, and you're not going to win in a courtroom. You're not going to win. People give me crap about my case when I got pulled over. You guys didn't see the full video. 3 times the cop said, You do not have a tag. Therefore, my response was, go back and look. Walk 3 feet and see my tag. He didn't say, I can't see your tag. He said, you do not have a tag 3 times. That's why it took him 38 seconds to pull me out. And isn't it remarkable when I said it was 38 seconds, I was actually guessing from the time it actually started, but that isn't when it started. It just, time was in fast motion when I was in that situation, because lights set off my PTSD. My PTSD is overwhelming. That's why I don't go around people. I probably talk to less than 3 total people a week. And even with Tina, she probably doesn't say 1 paragraph to me a week. A paragraph. And we're not talking a novel. We're talking about 6 or 7 sentences a week is about all I get, because she's totally disconnected. So I'm completely alone out here. And I guess I've done that to myself, because when I was first married, I didn't want to go to family functions because I didn't want drama, because being targeted, I've always been targeted. Family would always come after me. There'd always be a fight started, and I would always get the blame, and I didn't have to do nothing. I just walk up, somebody's wanting to fight. I've got that face that everybody wants to fight, and it's not me. I'm not a violent person. I've never been a violent person. It was always somebody coming after me. I really can't remember many times that I was the aggressor. My flight or fight stance is, I got a strong one. Either I'm going to try to get away, or I realize that I've been backed in a corner. Doesn't make me a violent person. That means I'm trying to save my life, because I spent so many years trying to end my life. I've been dead 3 times. And since the last time when God showed me, and I had a revelation the other day of what God showed me. There is a hell. And many people have gone there and they've come back. Jesus has shown them hell. God didn't show me hell, and He didn't show me purgatory. And I've told the story when I hung myself. Being a victim of voice to skull weapons. I can't remember if it was while I was hanging from the air, or it was when I was out at the hospital, because they run a tube down my throat, all that stuff. But I remember being in total darkness. You could say it's outer space. Total black. Black as anything you can imagine. And all I heard was, as I'm floating there, is 1,000 conversations of me with me, just echoing all around. But when God was talking to me the other day, He was showing me that that's what it's like without God. There is no light. There is no heat. There's no warmth. There's no peace. It is totally nothing. The nothing, as we heard in the movie when we were kids. Atreyu, there's the nothing is coming. The never-ending story. That's what life is without God. Total darkness. Total black. He's asleep. And I don't want to live in total darkness. I don't want to live without God. But I tried my best to change. I tried to help people, and I got persecuted for it. I tried to bring awareness to crooked cops, and I got my targeting was amplified because I wanted to expose crooked cops. I call and redress my grievances in different departments, and of the at least, I'm not exaggerating, and because you guys know I'm not going to be a liar. I've called many police departments, and I've only had maybe 4 cops call me back. That's it. They don't care, and they don't want anybody to hold them accountable. And we're getting ready to run into a lot more tyranny. Hold on. When you live in a society with no accountability, your government's going to run wild on you. Cops are out of control. And the reason I try so hard to bring attention to their vile acts is for change. Because there are so many dangerous people in America now. Our cops are putting themselves in danger by their actions. I'm not going to go out and I stay to myself. I know exactly what time to get up, when it's slow and easy, and when I come home, I know the exact best time to come home, when it's cool and calm and no drama. Because I don't do drama. I can't do drama. It's too much for me. It's too traumatic. So I don't understand why law enforcement just can't train their people to respect life. How many cops you think is going to run into a burning building and save people? The last time that was really a thing was 9/11, when our government attacked us. Yeah. It's selfish. And this is what I've told people. I would give my life for anybody. I would. I've had a sad life. I've been a victim of this terror my whole entire life. I was abused by my dad, and this world has been evil to me, and I'm tired. I don't want to die. I love my life. I mean, it's a hard life. Not having love and attention and caring it sucks. But I have to be here for my kids, my grandson. I mean, I watch my son 1 to 2 days, and it's probably going to be full time. Now, if I was this violent monster, think my daughter really let me watch her baby? No. This is the last of us. And I don't think the world's got that much longer. I just hope everybody prays for me and I'll stay safe. Nobody. There's nothing a person can do to deserve being put on this terror watch list, to be put on this list where I can show everything that's happened and these people still just go, it's your imagination. Not one person's ever investigated what's going on. They don't care. Total blackout. So you have to ask yourself, are they being mentally manipulated to block it out? They just don't care? Or they've made that choice that they're going to be part of that evil program as well? I don't know. God bless.